Okay, I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom. I completed it like 2 weeks after I got it, which was on May the 2nd, because I am that kind of guy. Tears of the Kingdom is amazing, and anyone who disagrees is wrong. So we're going to look at all of the bad reviews on Metacritic. So, number 1, Bluer says, apart from being freely created, this game has nothing particularly eye-catching compared to Breath in the Wilderness, and is not worth hyping up. Apart from being freely created, I don't really know what he means there. I don't really know what he means. Freely creative? I don't know. The game has nothing particularly eye-catching compared to Breath in the Wilderness. You can go in the sky, my friend. And it is not worth hyping up. Well, I completely disagree with that. I did play Breath of the Wild like a year after it came out. Luke lent me his Switch and I loved it. It was flipping amazing. But Tears of the Kingdom hit the spot because of the lore. And even though it has 3 levels to it, they really used those Tears of the Kingdom, if you know what I'm saying. JDK the Lolicon, fuck my life, says, one of the most disappointing sequels I've played. The overall performance is very poor compared to even other Switch games, and the characters, like their dialogues, are very disappointing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say to prove that wrong is Purah Yes, we need more of this. Second thing I'm going to say is, well, listen, it would be wrong to defend performance on the Switch when I just got a PS5 and a Switch at the same time, within a year of each other, and seeing the difference in games coming out at the same time, stark difference. But we also have to consider what's going on here, because I have not played a PS5 game that has the same level of depth and pulls me in as much as Tears of the Kingdom. No way, no, not a single game. I've gone back to PS4 games that I liked back in the day, that I enjoy, Neo 2, but that's a personal thing. Like, Tears of the Kingdom is just spectacular. If you've played games for a while, you'll see how they might have even have tailored to beginners here, because they really thought about that. It's like, this game will encourage you to go back to the old. I'm probably going to play Twilight Princess again. Damn, all this Zonai shit? Well, what? Okay, we're going there. Right, Ghost Agent. Really disappointed with this game. It has worse graphics and performs more poorly than Breath of the Wild. They've added a building mechanic to the game, which is very interesting at first, but then felt like a gimmick. Weapon durability remains. The world has more verticality, but feels too familiar and boring. Looking forward to the next game. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't make another Zelda game that feels... I didn't expand it because I don't care. But sure, okay. Worse graphics and performance than Breath of the Wild. That is fundamentally wrong. They literally used the Splatoon 3 and Switch Sports engine instead of the Breath of the Wild engine, because it's built from the Switch upwards. Breath of the Wild was built for the Wii U and ported to the Switch. I can imagine that if you ported Breath of the Wild to that engine, which probably wouldn't work out based on the level of complication in both games, there was some level of... I mean, they used assets, sure, but, systems, I'm sure, were complicated. If you were to do that with Breath of the Wild, it would look the same, but it would probably run a lot smoother. If we think about the things that they layered on top of because it wasn't like they took things out, but Ultra Hand and all of its abilities definitely make up for the lack of Sheikah Slate abilities in Breath of the Wild, I would say, personally. I don't think, fundamentally, dude, like, Tears of the Kingdom is a better game. It does look better, shut up. Weapon durability remains. Now, I really wanted to talk about this because I hate the idea of weapon durability, but I'm almost excited to break weapons in Tears of the Kingdom, because now it's like, sweet, now I can actually use that cool item that I picked up to put it on a stick or put it on a sword. Maybe I might break this off another weapon and put this on instead, because, dude, you have fuse. That's what it's for. You play the game. Oh, 9 times out of 10 I hear people struggle with a game. My answer is, have you played the game? But no, I was just trying to do this. Okay, well, the game didn't want you to do that. Okay, I understand you want to play the game your way. Sure. You can't watch a movie your way. You can't really listen to music your way. I mean, you can, but it wouldn't be what the artist intended. So why is it any different for the medium of games? Like, if it's a tutorial, if it's the opening of the game, why just listen to them? Just listen to what they're telling you and you'll do fine. It's fine. Play Dark Souls, the first one, read all the signs, you'll probably be fine with the rest of them. It's very simple. But anyway, God, I went off on Ghost Agent. Sorry, dude. Haji? It's a game where you showcase your engineering skills and express your creativity with childish puddles where you roam large world collecting same garbage. If you hope for great boss fights, tension, deep fighting skills, mechanic, look somewhere else. Dude, have you played the game? I think we are far enough past the whole spoiler territory conversation that I can talk about bosses. Wind Dungeon boss blew my mind. The dragon thing, I don't think I have footage of it, but I can probably steal it from somewhere. Sorry, in advance. While I'm freaking out about it, picturing it, I'm not seeing it, I'm just imagining it. I'm like, oh my god, this is the most amazing, what is going on? Oh, it's huge, where am I going? In that moment, I felt like Link. That was it, I'm Link. I'm diving off this shit, and then doing backwards and forwards fucking bullshit, and then like, dude, I'm done. Shut up. Fusion. 6 years for a rehash of Breath of the Wild. Magic Glue and Monsing. Magic Glue. I find Magic Glue hilarious. Now, it's all about perspective, right? If you step outside of the box, maybe a couple boxes, and you think about the modularity overall that is allowed by the new systems, and you really open up, and then you just think a little bit bigger, and you might see what you're missing here, okay? It was always going to be a sequel to Breath of the Wild, which was what it was. It was the open Zelda game. You know, everything was free, and you could go and do this whenever you wanted, and go and do this. Now it's how you do it. Upwards, downwards, in the sky, in the depths, full-on Master Sword, Hylian Shield, or like Caveman Link. Like, dude, this is the one. This is the one. I can imagine that the next one, depending on whatever the Switch 2 is, I have no news for you on that one. I'm not that kind of guy. But I can imagine the next one will go somewhere back to the Ocarina of Time field of things. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not, because I would want to see that. I might get the next Nintendo console if it's something like that, but I only just got a Switch now because Tears of the Kingdom really pulled me in, but that's kind of my point here. One more, because it's getting to a 10-minute video, you know how we do these things. Much has already been said. Nintendo believed in their own propaganda they paid for back then in 2017, and this is why the Zelda game is what it is now. Oh, this is weighty. And now, after they brought reviews for Tears of the Kingdom again, Anuma promises more open-world Zelda games, and all this knowing the open-world formula was already dead in 2017, Breath of the Wild was a more boring walking simulator. Okay, I'm going to go back to the website to read this one fully, because that's crazy. Whether you call Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom spin-offs or DLC, the fact is, we don't have a new Zelda since 2012. Therefore, let's hope some indie studio will finally fill this void. After so many years and seeing what they're doing, there is no point waiting for Nintendo. They clearly became clowns. Let's just whoa! Clown World? Okay. Oh, God. I need to give my head some air after that. Dude, chill out. I mean, look, like, as much as I would like them to go back to the Ocarina of Time kind of style of things, I think they will. But there are ways that you can do that while still keeping it open world. It's not to say there aren't things about these games I didn't like. That linearity in Twilight Princess could have been way opener, you know? Opener, is that a word? It could have been way more open. There could have been paths, there could have been options, there could have been decisions that would actually affect the world. You know, there's a whole, I want to actually affect the world that I'm living in. Maybe they'll do that. And that would be fine. Would you be upset about that? I don't think you would be. But that's not my point here. I would call myself an OG Zelda fan because I still love Minish Cap. I still play that. I still love Twilight Princess. I still play that. I'm probably going to do a playthrough on the channel at some point. But if you really care about the core of what Zelda is, I don't think you would have a problem with the direction of Tears of the Kingdom. Because you can ignore a large majority of these mechanics on like a minute-to-minute basis, you know? Like, why is cooking a problem? Is your problem looking for materials and actually turning them into food that you need? It replaces the health potion thing, which was possibly, I don't want to call it lazy, but get rupees, buy red potion, heal self. Like, if we think about what a hero would actually do, like, if we have to go to that level of breaking the tropes down, dude, are you serious? Are you like, come on, guys, I don't know. I'm waiting for the million comments. I say it like out loud, maybe 10. maybe 2 that are just really extensive, which I might actually go to war with about how I'm wrong, and I'm this, and I'm that, and I am many a racist term in there, but I'm joking. I mean, don't do that. But I would definitely love to hear people's opinions, because at least everyone in my close circle has loved this game, and they've all been Zelda fans for a while as well, so I don't know, man. I'm more worried about the movie. Chris Pratt, Mario, bless me, fine, but talking Link, actually, that's pretty good.